Want to see what a daycare provider's pantry, fridge, and freezer look like on a normal basis? Well, keep watching. Hey guys, Sarah here from Work Life Glue, and today I'm going to be doing a collab with Jen from 1,000 Words, as well as some other people she invited. She invited me to do this collab to show off my pantry and other areas that contain food in our home. She is a mom to 2 teenagers in New Zealand, and she thought it would be fun to have people of, you know, in different stages of life, living in different places, doing different things, and show what our food storage looks like. And so if you're new to my channel, I am a child care provider in my home to 10 kids total. 2 are my own, 2 daughters, and then 8 other children under the age of 5. So I feed them breakfast, lunch, and snack 5 days a week, as well as feeding my own family. And my husband is also a chef, so food is like super important in our home. So I just thought I would show you guys how I organize and store my food. I will say you can find all kinds of videos on YouTube about organizing your pantry that look amazing. I don't do it that way. I just think, you know, especially feeding so many kids, like I just don't have the time or the energy to pour things into containers when I'm just gonna use it up that week. So you'll kind of see that I'm just very practical and more about function than beauty, but it works for us. And we have an older home, it's a 70s home, and so it doesn't have a ton of storage, so we have to be pretty creative. For example, as you'll see behind me, to start off, I will talk about our pantry. Here's our front door, here's our pantry. Our pantry is actually a really giant coat closet that we turn into a pantry because we normally enter through the back of our home anyway, so it just didn't really make sense to have a humongous coat closet. This door is like giant. It's not a normal sized door, so it's a very big closet, and so we just added a bunch of shelves and we use it as a pantry. So let's just look at what I have going on in here. So on the back of the door we have these 2 hanging like shoe holders. So as you can see, this is a very big door because it fits 2 and there's still room to spare. So these are great for just things that I want to be able to see and things I want to grab easily. So we have things like, you know, kids snacks, these like fruit strips and granola bars. We have pasta sauces, stuff that we use often so that we can see if we're running low. My husband has like, you know, Jello mix. We have some baking mixes, crackers, dressings, just random stuff like that. Raisins, tuna, we keep in here. But then over here is the pantry. So I guess starting at the top, up here we just have some like random decorations, like a roaster, pan, alcohol. We have to keep all that very high up because of licensing with my daycare. This row is all baking supplies, so I just have tubs. You know, I could label them, but you know, I'm gonna pull them all down anyway. So flours and, you know, cornstarch, food coloring, salt, that kind of stuff all lives up here. When we are baking, we just pull those down and bring them into the kitchen, because from where I'm standing, the kitchen is right over here. So it's right here, and this is actually in our dining room, which looks like this, so pretty accessible. This row is all pastas and stuff like that, so we have, you know, a few more baking things, and like pancake mix over here, Bisquick, that kind of stuff. And then we have boxes and bags of pasta and quinoa and lentils and stuff like that. Oats and pizza stuff are right here. On the shelf below that I have like all canned goods. I just have these storage things from the Dollar Tree. These are all beans. Then we have fruit, and then we just have like random condensed soup, some more beans, and just like pumpkin and random stuff. Over here we have, you know, stuff that we want to like remember that we have. So we don't usually put them here if it's something like we want to remember that we have it. And then tomatoes, this random vase, and just some like sweets and granola. Going down a level is all like rice and snacks basically. So here's all of our rice, different kinds of rice. Then we, you know, with daycare snacks, I have a lot of like animal crackers, graham crackers, just regular crackers, pretzels, rice cakes, and then we have pork rinds, popcorn, goldfish, and nuts. And then one level down from that is potatoes and onions, you know, bottled water, and just random stuff like cereal, which I'm realizing now is open. And then overflow of like, you know, napkins and paper plates. And then on the very bottom we have a little bin for our dog treats. I have vinegar because I make my own cleaning, you know, daily cleaning supplies. That's paper to shred. We don't have a lot of storage for stuff like that other places. And then my husband's stash of like carbonated water and just some, you know, cleaning supplies. So we also do use this closet to also house our sweeper vac, which we love. It's a shark. Her name is Charla. And our steam mop. And it all closes really nicely in here. And no one would be the wiser that it's a pantry. So moving on to our fridge. Now I don't have like a system for our fridge for the most part. Besides, you know, different areas for different things. But we go through so much food in this house on a weekly basis that it never can stay one way. And this is what it looks like on a Saturday before I do all my produce chopping up. So over here we have a watermelon and a pineapple and stuff like that. And on Sundays is when I cut it all up and put it in the fridge. So that'll take up space too. And we haven't meal prepped either. So that's what like all this meat is. So there will be a lot more like Tupperware containers in here tomorrow. So basically our fridge, we've got tons of condiments and things like that, hot sauces, you know, you name it, lots of milk, heavy cream. We're doing this keto diet, and you'll see random reminders for me to pray because it helps me remember to pray throughout the day. Butter, cream cheese. And so basically the way we have this divided, the top shelf we have like eggs, you know, opened things like marinara and you know, whipping cream, pizza sauce, jelly are all back there, and then just some random produce, and these are called fat bombs, and my egg omelet casserole thing that I made that I heat throughout the week. And then this shelf is like milk products and any kind of like yogurts, cottage cheese, hummus, dips, guacamole all go in here, and I can pull this out really easily because we eat stuff like that a lot with the kids. This usually has produce, and like I have, you know, we buy block cheese, so if we shred some cheese, it's in there. Cut up fruit that's still left over from last week. And then this is all stuff we have to prep. And then this spot is usually filled with prepped foods. Right now it has the rest of my husband's chicken that he made last week. And I still have to pull, I have the English muffins for the week, but I have to pull a bagel to put in here as well. And then as far as our drawers go, this is our open cheese and meat drawer. So if it's opened, we put it in here so we know to look in here first. And then I just went shopping today, so these are overflowing. Normally all the produce goes in here, but it's overflowing right now. So it went into our cheese and meat drawer. So this is where we put all the unopened meat and cheese. And like I said, I do daycare, so we go through a lot of cheese for snacks and sandwiches and all kinds of stuff, casseroles and whatnot. But right now it has tons of stuff because I just didn't have room. But yeah, I do a lot of fresh fruit and veggies with the kids, and I eat salads for lunch, so there's lots of just tons of produce in here that I tried to keep fresh for the week. But that's basically our fridge. Oh, and of course a bottle of breast milk because #nursingmom. Okay, when it comes to this freezer, I have like a love-hate relationship with these kinds of freezers. I don't think there's any kind of freezer in a fridge, just there's no good way to organize it, especially when you feed so many kids. So basically up here we have mostly fruit and stuff for smoothies and stuff like that. This is pretty much all grain, so we put all of our extra bread and waffles and stuff that I make for breakfast for the kids. And then this mainly has veggies and side dishes, I guess you could say, for the kids and our family, mostly frozen veggies, but just kind of random stuff that we access a lot. And then the rest goes in our deep freezer. So from our kitchen, we have a really weird layout to our house. So down these 7 steps is our little deep freezer. It's a mini one, so I'm gonna take you guys in there. It's in our laundry room. Okay, so here is our deep freezer, and please don't judge, but this thing is not very big. I have tried so many different things to organize this thing, but like I said, we go through so much food that once we have like a system down, it's constantly changing because there's always different kinds of foods in here. But basically what stays in here are meats, frozen meats, and things like, you know, extra bagels and stuff if they won't fit upstairs, and overflow of just random stuff. You know, waffles, I don't even know, ice cream, and overflow of veggies. We have some like freezer meals just stashed away in here. And then somewhere deep down there is my little stash of breast milk. So, not organized. This is not a, I'm not an organizational genius, but we would love to have a big deep freezer out in our garage, but it's a detached garage, so with daycare I can't just like leave and go in there to get stuff, so it's nice to have this just up the steps into the kitchen. But it is not the most organized thing in the world. So we've been in our house for 3 years now, which seems crazy, 2 kids later, and a daycare, and this has worked for us for a while, but I'm always changing things and adapting things, so if I ever update, I'll definitely let you know. But I've been meaning to do a video like this, so I just want to say thank you to Jen from 1000 Words for hosting this collab and inviting me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more daycare related videos, make sure you come back on Fridays. That's my daycare day. But I also post videos about time management, parenthood, just being real about, you know, life and children. And I also do videos just like motivational about, you know, achieving your dreams. So if those are things you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy my content, and I look forward to seeing the other videos from this collab. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.